shift 76, and I just took my last test I can take before I can get my hazmat, which is my doubles and triples. A couple days ago, I took my tankers and passed it. So I asked the officer there in the DPS, and they said that I can't take my hazmat until I get my CDL. So now I'm waiting on that, and I have like less than a week now, probably about 6 days before I go off to Millis Transfer in Burleson, Texas. And I'm really excited and can't wait to get there and see what it's all about, you know, about the truck and stuff. And I know I went to these other companies and stuff, and I told y'all before in this last video that you know, what I've learned from Millis Transport and these others that I talked to and called and did research on, did these reports on, or didn't do a report on. I looked on these you know, badreport.com and all these other things about these other companies, horror stories. I really couldn't find anything about Millis Transfer, which is good. The only thing I found, one is one guy up north several years ago, probably about 2007 or something like that. He was up there with a bunch of people, and they for some reason they canceled their class, gave them back all the money and stuff, and canceled the class. And for some reason, who knows? Maybe they were changing structure up. Maybe the policies changed and they didn't want to have them there. I don't know what it was, but that's the only bad thing I find. And everything else is good except the fact they don't have APUs inside their trucks. So I really don't know what they do during the summertime if it gets too damn hot. Because I can tell you one thing: regardless, I'm gonna idle that truck if it's fucking too hot, because I ain't gonna deal with that shit. But of course, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. It'll probably just be against me of not about getting bonuses or something. But I'm gonna try not to idle as much. But the main thing is, one, for people out there that has never been in trucking and they would like to know more about it, what tests you take. Here in Texas, I know when you start, I had these several processes I had to take. I went to talk to the DPS office, and I got my information on getting my CDL license. And the first thing I did is I went and I took my combinations test. And in Texas, they have another one called the special requirements for the state of Texas. It might be special requirements for Oklahoma and anybody other state you're in, but requirements on how to turn and everything like that. And I took those two little tests and gave me a permit. Well, as soon as I got my permit, then I had to go, and I paid, it can range from $50 all the way up to $100, I guess, for a DOT physical. I went to a chiropractic clinic, and they charged me $60, and they did some tests. Like, they took my arms and tried to hold them down, and I was to press up on them. Same thing with my knees, make sure I could bend, touch my toes, make sure my eyesight's good, things like that. And that's pretty much it. And then I got my card. Then I went back to the DPS and went and took my air brake tests and my general knowledge and my pre-trip. Then all I have left now is take my driving test. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to continue on and get everything I could get. So I went and took my tanker's test, which is in Texas. It's only one page front and back. I think it's like maybe 20 questions. And then same thing with the doubles and triples. It was only a page and a half, and it ended up being, 20 questions. So those were fairly easy to do. And but the general knowledge is like 50 questions. So I mean, still wasn't too bad. But took it and got everything I could do now except my driving part, which I'm going to have to wait till I get to Millis Transfer to do, because if I did it beforehand, I'd have to wait a year with a year's experience before I can go to work for them. So I didn't want to do that. So I'm waiting to take my driving test there. So it gives me more time instead of being in class trying to learn to take these tests. I'm out there in the field trying to learn how to back these trucks, doing log books and Qualcomm and all these other things. So it's going to help out a whole lot. And it's going to get me more experience in that truck. So that's what I want, and I'd be advised y'all to do the same thing, because it makes it a lot easier on you guys. So that's pretty much all I've got to say today. And when it gets closer to the end of the week and stuff, that I'm gonna try to add some more stuff, because they gave me a list of things you need for them to go to before you leave and stuff. You know, like a week's worth of clothes, and make sure you've got your DOT physical card, and what they call your long form is like 4 or 5 pages that come along with your DOT physical, with their eye checking stuff and your weight and all these different things on there. And if you have any medical history problems, it'll be notified on there as well. So you got to take that with you, and you know, your social security card. And some people or some places require you to have your birth certificate, but these guys don't, which is okay, I guess. It keeps me from having to pay $20 for one. And just go with your clothes and a good attitude, man, and you know, just go in there and do it. I mean, they require you $500 to put down, which some people say, man, why are you doing that? You know, you can go over here and get it for free. I said, well, you know what? I think it's a lot better. It's a smaller class. I mean, our class is probably about 6 people, not 30 or 20. And gives us more time in the trucks and stuff. And plus, it gives people incentive who really want to do this. $500, you know, it actually puts people in there and says, hey, these guys really want to do it. They're really dedicated to what they're going to do. They're not just going to get in there and hop and slip out, you know. So, but they do finance the other $2,000, which is cheaper, because if I go to Stevens, they want $5,900, and nothing up front though, but you're gonna owe them $5,900. And if you quit, from what I understand, if you quit early in small print, you're gonna end up owing $10,000. With Millis Transfer, no. The most you're gonna owe out of them is about $5,000, because you have $500 you put down, and then you have $2,000 they finance. And then for the driving part, while you're out on the road, they charge $2,500 for that. So all in all, you'll end up owing $5,000. But you only owe that $5,000 if you don't complete the course and stuff. You don't complete your agreement with them. But if you stay with them for a year, that $2,500 I was talking about for the driving part, it's expunged from it all. So you only owe $2,500, which only take out, what, $20 a week out of your check. So it ain't like it's a whole lot of money. It's ain't gonna make a big dent in you, you know, because you're gonna be making money. You're gonna be making the miles. And everybody I know that I've talked to so far, they're getting at least $25,000 to $3,000. And some of them are getting, you know, you getting in there, you get 3,400 miles in a week, and your home time is awesome. Everywhere I look, even in the ripoffreport.com and all these other places I look, that I can't find nothing bad about them. The only thing they say is that, you know, even something that they did say that they didn't like, but the home time was good. So it makes it a lot easier. And if anybody out there knows more than what I'm saying, please chime in or leave comments down below, and tell people, you know, a little more than what I know, if you know any more about this. And in fact, it'll help me too, as I'm growing in this company. And these people are really good. They, like I said before in the last video, they answer the phone immediately. They talk to me, they call me, they email me, they listen to me. If I have any questions, they're not trying to hurt me up off the phone, and it makes you feel good. I mean, it makes you feel like you're wanted, you know. And they do everything they can to make you feel welcomed and feel like you're part of the family. So, which is really good. And well, I guess that's all I got to say today. That's my rant. Well, y'all have a good one. It sticks you 76. See you later.